we're going to do a salmon dish again. I did one not too long ago, and on that salmon dish, the potato crusted salmon, I demonstrated how to skin a fillet. But today's salmon dish is salmon Florentine with almond butter sauce. Sound pretty good? It is. It's got some healthy ingredients in it too, like spinach. But if you like salmon, here's another great one for you to try. All right, now we're going to get the salmon prepared to pan fry. I have my pan heating up as always, and once you get it hot where it's almost smoking, turn it down a little bit to about medium high. You still want it pretty warm, but we don't want it to burn the fish. First thing we're going to do is take the salmon and dredge it in flour. Make sure we get all that excess off. It's just a way for the eggs to stick to the salmon. You can do it without the flour, but the eggs won't stick nearly as well. And if you're gluten intolerant, use gluten-free flour there. Now, in the recipe, I talk about using a pan like this to put your egg and spinach and Parmesan in, just because it is a little easier. It's, as you can see, there's actually 2 eggs in here, but it doesn't look like it. But we're going to put that salmon in there, and you want it, see, in this pan, it's wide enough where if you just had a bowl, it would be hard. Because you have to kind of adhere some of the salmon to it. It's a little bit messy, and it won't all stay on, but that's all right. You definitely want some egg on it. And you want some spinach. Like cooking an omelet, you know, when you put the eggs into the pan and it puffs up, well, the same thing happens with this. And you should be able to see how the salmon's moving around. I don't want to touch it. And as you can see, there is excess oil too. And that's okay. But just be careful when you have a little excess oil like that, because you don't want it splattering on you. And for Pete's sake, do not try and flip it like you would sauteing something. You want to always flip away, or even, I may not necessarily flip away with this, but I'm not going to do it where it's going to splatter up on me. I always try and stress safety, whether it's with knives or hot oil, and that comes with experience. I have more burn marks on my arms, but comes with the territory. Now, as you can see, I put it in there and I really haven't touched it. I haven't turned it or anything. I am going to take a little peek and see. And then you can also, if you look on the side of the salmon, you can tell how much it's cooking. It changes color. So at this point, I'm going to turn it down to about medium. Just flip the fish. And doesn't that look awesome? We're going to let it continue cooking. Then we're going to make the sauce in the meantime. We're going to put some white wine. And then some cream. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and add some lemon too. Now the sauce has reduced to the point where I'm going to add the butter. And I've got the butter cold and it's in small pieces, and I just want to add a few pieces at a time. I have the heat off and I want to whisk these in. Now, this pan, it got a little brown around the top edges, so I want to make sure I don't whisk that in. Sometimes I like to show you things like that, so in case they happen to you, you know what to do. Alright, see how nice that's coming together? Now, if you boiled this right now, it would separate, and it wouldn't end up looking very good. But this is how you do a beurre blanc. Now, to this, you can add so many things. You could add spinach and sun-dried tomatoes. You could add jalapenos or salsa. You can add orange flavor. There's so many different things. So that is our beurre blanc. And now you want to put it into a container where it's going to stay warm until you're ready to use it. And be prepared to use it within the hour. Now I've removed the fish from this pan, and if there's debris in it, just take that out. But I did not wash the pan. There was still some oil in it, and I added just a little bit more, as you can see. And we're going to brown these almonds off. You could just eat this fish as is after you batter it. You could just eat it like that. Just so you know, it does keep it really moist, the eggs. So it's a delicious way to cook it. You could also do that with chicken. Now be careful, nuts burn fast. When they start to brown, be ready to shut the heat off, okay? It doesn't take long. All right, they're perfectly golden brown right now. All right, so the salmon's ready. Our nuts are perfect. We're going to go ahead and put the nuts on top of the salmon, just like that, and top it with some of this beurre blanc. So here's our finished Salmon Florentine with almond butter sauce. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy cooking.